Okay, Worlders, are you ready for 2025 price predictions? So we're going to talk about gold, silver, and oil. Let's get into it. Okay, so here we are. First, we're going to talk about this guy right here. This is gold. And here we are. This is the gold's futures chart for 2024, roughly. Uh, we ended the year basically around $2,621. Now I know we still got a couple more days till the end of the year, but uh, it's pretty close. So as you can see, we've been a bull run almost the entire year. Is it going to continue? Uh, I believe that we're going to see some pullback, and in the beginning of the year, and might and then we're going to see a rebound from that. Uh, Now, we're going to hit all-time highs again or go higher. Uh, we'll see. Let's kind of get into the details here and see what other people think as well. So, I believe just looking at this chart here. So, this is the daily chart of gold, and so I love using trend lines for one. So, if you use this trend line here, as you can see here, we tested this trend line. So we kind of crossed over it and then we get a little rebound. And my theory is that this could be a fake out and it could keep going up. Or this could be the beginning of a bearish trend. So I'm thinking I like to trust my trend lines. So I'm thinking it's going to be a bearish trend for a little bit. So we're going to probably get a retracement just by chart analysis alone. So I'm thinking it's probably going to retrace probably all the way back, probably to this consolidation area right in here. So this is around $2,400. Just by looking at the charts. So I'm thinking anywhere from 2,500 down to $2,400. I would say it'd be a good buying opportunity for gold, and then you can buy long term, and hopefully it goes back up. Now, I can almost guarantee you gold will go up because it always has gone up since the beginning of time. So it doesn't matter what price you really buy it. I mean, you could buy it at 2,600 and be good, right? But here we are trying to save a buck or two. So uh, I would recommend probably holding off on buying any gold or any large amounts of gold. Now, dollar cost averaging is always a good thing, but so I would say buying now is better than buying before. It was almost 2,800 over here, and now it's down to 26. So you'd save about 150, $200 buying now than you would just a couple months ago, right? But let's see if we can get a little cheaper. So I would recommend probably waiting. I'm thinking it's gonna probably retest this area right here. So anything below, so this area right here is about 25.40, 25.35. I'm thinking anything below that, buy. Uh, and if it gets in the $2,400 range, buy heavy, um, and then go long. Now, again, I'm not a financial advisor, so I'm just a guy on YouTube, just having fun here. So make sure to do your own due diligence, guys. So if we look at this article here, this says strong U.S. dollar and high yields weaken gold fundamentals, but price still has a path to $3,000 an ounce for 2025. So now, what that's all that's saying is anytime the dollar gets stronger, that means inflation is getting less, right? So that's a good thing, right? Because we don't want hyperinflation. Now, of course, that's not good for gold because gold has kind of an opposite uh, attraction to the dollar. So anytime the dollar strengthens, gold weakens. But really, for our own pocketbooks and our own mental sanity, you want inflation low. And gold will eventually follow, uh, and settle wherever it needs to be because gold's gold, right? Now, according to this article, I'm not going to get totally into this article here, but it's basically saying that China's struggling, India's struggling, and they're big purchasers of gold, mostly jewelry, stuff like that. Uh, they're also talking about the tariffs that Trump is threatening on China that could put a monkey wrench in the whole supply chain ish and economy and all this other stuff. So we don't know what's gonna the future holds, but as far as investments go, it says that 2024 was mostly Bitcoin and XRP and all those cryptocurrencies were the winners of 2024. So even though gold, went up like 30% in 2024, Bitcoin by far outdid it. And so what I've noticed is Bitcoin and gold like to kind of follow each other too. But it seems like the same investors that invest in gold also invest in Bitcoin. So they usually might take a little money out of gold and put it into Bitcoin to make some money. And then eventually they'll take some of their profits from Bitcoin and reinvest back into gold because gold is definitely a safe haven asset. So I can definitely see as Bitcoin increases, I can see the pressure for gold to increase as well. So, so do I think gold has a chance to hit $3,000 an ounce? I do because there's still lots of inflationary pressures. There's still a ton of money out there from all the stimulus. I believe, man, I believe there was like a ton of money allocated during COVID that never got spent. And I believe that money is still sitting out there somewhere. So there's still a ton of inflationary pressure. And even with oil prices coming down and stuff like that, you know, it it's kind of gonna be a catch 22 because we're gonna have cheaper gas that's gonna put more money in our pockets, but with more money, we're gonna have more spending power, and so that could actually cause more inflation. But what I'm hoping is that it may not because of our debt problem. Because I think personally, if you if right now U.S. debt is pretty high. So, like, if everybody's charging on credit cards right now just to survive, I think any extra money they get is probably going to go to pay off that debt. And so they're not necessarily going to be spending that money on goods and services. They're just trying to get out of debt. So I think that's what's going to happen. And I think that's why inflation is probably going to stay low for 2025. And that will definitely uh, be good and bad for gold. But, you know, as far as gold goes, I still think there's still a lot of hype that comes around gold and silver, especially silver. Now if you look at this article here, it says silver will weather industrial demand dip next year, and but could still outperform gold in second half of 2025. So, so what this is saying is that apparently they're thinking that there's definitely an industrial dip, right, in demand because they're going to probably produce less, solar panels and all this other stuff because of the, all the, green initiatives out there, right? And so a lot of that's going to be kind of cut back a lot. So the silver demand is probably going to get cut back, but like I said, there's still a lot of hype around silver because silver was kind of late to the party and actually I think outperformed gold in 2024. So I think we're gonna look for like a silver squeeze or whatever. Now, according to this article, it says it's predicting, we project the metal to average $36 an ounce for the final months of next year. So now, right now, we're sitting at $29.35 for silver. And as you can see, we had a nice little spike in 2024. Now, this high here was 30, almost $35. To say that it's going to go to 36 is actually not that far away, right? So right now we're sitting at 29. Now, if gold goes down to $2,400 an ounce, I can see silver overreacting, and I think it's probably going to go down to about $25, if not $24. So if so, it's about, if you think about it, it's almost like it's 100 times less than gold, right? So if gold's going to get down to 2,500, you're probably looking at silver. It's going to get down to $25, and so 2,500, $25, and now it could definitely, but when it rebounds, it's going to rebound hard and fast. So I would say anything below, I would say, you know, $26, $27 would probably be a fire sale. I would definitely buy up any silver you can. And then you're going to see a huge spike up to, probably 36. So that could be, roughly a 50% gain, right? If you buy around 20, let's say you buy at $24, $25. If it goes up $10, $12, that's 50%. And that could be a very good investment there. So that's my price prediction for 2025. So I'm thinking by the end of 2025, you're looking at $36 silver, $3,000 gold, and then after that, you're probably going to see a pullback. So let's see how it goes. And then also with oil, remember I said about $40 to $50 a barrel. So so what do you guys think? Make sure to like, comment, subscribe down below, and peace out.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, go.